Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining me again today. Um, Bringing you a story about a man taking the last flight from Atlanta to Miami on Delta Airlines. He said he boarded the plane, sat down in his seat, and he starts smelling something, and it's like, oh no, not another stinky flight. Not again. So I guess he's had problems with that in the past. But then the person that was sitting next to him was smelling it too. So he looked around and he was looking for some place to charge his cell phone. So he's putting his cell phone in the jack, and he noticed feces on the floor, on the wall of the plane, on the side. He even sat in it. It was on his ankles. I'm sorry. It was on his ankles. And so him and the person next to him went to find someone in the crew to tell him what was going on. So the stewardess says, "Oh, I told them about that. They were supposed to clean that. And I'm surprised that they didn't do that." And so he was saying that she gave him, she was saying that each time something like that is reported, they're supposed to use some type of biohazard kit so it won't contaminate, the passengers, and they're supposed to stop boarding, and everybody is supposed to get off the plane, and they're supposed to use this little bio kit. And so evidently they didn't have any. Either one was not put on the plane or whatever the case, but they didn't have one. She gave him something, paper towel and a bottle of gin. Now, at first, when I read that, I said, okay, he can use half of the bottle to clean, which that's weird because they didn't have rubbing alcohol, actual drinking alcohol. But at first I said, well, he can use that, and then he can drink the rest so he can be knocked out so he won't have to smell it for the rest of the trips. But that's not even the case. They have them little small bottles, well, maybe that big, of alcohol. They don't have, I'm thinking a fifth, or at least a pint. But no, they have those small bottles. So he said he went into the bathroom, he had to take off his hands. Now, he didn't even have hand sanitizer. So, in taking off his pants so he can clean so he can clean them. I mean, it's on his hands, so he can use soap and water, but he has to have some kind of, disinfect, And that's why I carry that always in my purse. Always, always, always. Anyway, I'm going to leave the link because it gets really detailed on the back and forth, and there, people are saying, that's not my job, I'm sorry that happened, but this is not my job. You go to this person, oh, this is not my job, it was nobody's job. So I don't really know what Delta offered as compensation. I thought I read that they paid for his flight. So, I thought that's what I read. But anyway, I'm going to leave the link. But it's like, man, to ride on a plane, period, is an effort for me. I prefer trains. I prefer going to the cafe. They play movies there. You can get little snacks, whatever. The dining car, you can get whatever meals. And if you get the sleeper cars, then the meals are free on Amtrak. The meal come not free, but it is included in the price. You don't, everything is in a package. But on a plane, it's just such tight quarters. now I know they have those planes going overseas now where, you can go to sleep, you can lay flat and you can go to sleep, but just, I don't know, but you can just imagine how much that would cost. So I'm not up for planes anyway. But to get on the plane and sit in some boo-boo, and even after he cleaned that, he probably still smelled like boo-boo and gin. That is nasty as heck. But anyway, that's the story. I'll leave the link if you wanna, you might want to go on the link and just in case that happened to you, if you get on the airplane and you sit in some boo boo, you might want to see, what he did and the whole routine. No, thank you with me. I'll go train. I'll go on a train from unless there's an emergency. I'll go on a plane if I have to, but yeah. Now, it could be boo boo in the seat of the train, but the train, to me, compared to a plane, the customer service is better. The porters are back and forth. In my opinion, the customer service is better. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about boo boo. That's just, especially it's almost dinner time, and I don't want to think about that. So I will talk to you later. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification bell. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.